Hello everyone and welcome back to No Man's Sky. We're here on our little moneymaker, so called because it has a lot of psyllium for us to take. Once we touch down, if we can actually fill one of our slots with psyllium, it might even be worth somewhere in the range of 1,000,000 maybe? I don't know. Look at the exosuit here. Get the psyllium. Callium. Currently 32,000 for 111. Oh, I'm doing too low. Oh, okay. Used to the autopilot being able to take care of that for me, but the mods will not do that. Okay, the ruin. Looks like it's going to have a couple of words. Should be able to land right on the ridge here. Looks like there's some psyllium. I keep calling it psyllium. Is that right? Called it psyllium. What is it actually? Callium. Lots of callium for us to take. Fortunately, we don't need to go too close to it. Just be able to aim for it. Okay, that's actually a little too far. Alright. Good to know what our range is. Sure, let's do this first. What the heck? Okay, Korvax Echoes. Sure. Understand the story of those who once worshipped here. And what do you got for me? Monoliths of the Atlas will woke the civilization at the outer edge. So that kind of indicates, I was wondering before, where are we in the galaxy? And I don't exactly know. I mean, we're about 170,000 light years out. But, I mean, I guess that would be the edge, wouldn't it? Like, pretty much like the trailing edge of the galaxy. There are no more. There's a knowledge stone over there. There's two of them. You want to just head in that direction? I mean, why not, right? There is another crashed starship in the vicinity. That's what the other red marker is, which is over there. But that's, I mean, it's our way by flying. At least that's what it said. I guess we might not have been moving at the time. I guess if we weren't moving at the time, that's a different story, right? Alright, there's got to be more callium around here. I actually called it by the right name that time. Yep, there we go. More callium. Exotic matter is good. Okay, so it's not going to necessarily take us to 1,000,000. What do you think it would take us to? Probably add another 100,000 easy. The trouble is you could do that just as easily by, like, you know, mining all the iron you see and selling it all. Is that true? That might be true. I thought there was another knowledge stone in this general direction. Oh, there it is. There it is. Two of them, in fact. Is it worth doing another manufacturing facility? Maybe? I mean, we've done pretty well in manufacturing facilities thus far. And learning more Korvax words means we're going to be better at it. For stalled sounds important. That red one I don't think we've seen before. Oh no, that's the heal, right? That's health restorative. Okay. I mean, I don't think we actually needed it, but I took it anyway. Alright, and what do you know? Our protection's gone away already. So go ahead and boost that up with shielding shards. We have 5 of those left. Okay, so it seems to be using 5 to fill up every time. Good to know. I mean, it's not ideal. I wish it didn't take as much, but that's okay. We can always create more. It's a hassle to create them, so you have to keep moving them around. But it's not that big of a hassle. It's actually totally doable. Alright, let's go find out what this other crash ship is. We could wander around all day, picking up callium, you know, filling our inventory with it. And that might even be a very good thing to do in terms of money, but also sounds a little dull. I mean, I like this world. Aside from the toxicity, it's actually quite a nice place to, you know, hang out, see what's here. A lot of iridium, but no iridium, and that's still our main goal. So 23 hours if we don't move at all, but how fast if we move at, like, top speed here? That's still pretty far. Yeah, we might want to go suborbital here. Alright, we can do that. Just reduce immediately. There we go. Yep, less than 2 minutes. Could probably go pulse again and reduce that count a little bit. Let's try it. Yep, that did it, I think. Okay, yeah, we're about 30 seconds out, assuming I don't crash horribly. That's the trick. Learn the trick. 20 seconds away, that's pretty good, assuming we don't crash and die. There could be iridium in those asteroids. That is a possibility. If it's one of the big asteroids. Worth considering. Just like skim little planet there. Yeah, I know. I know the title of the planet. I named it. Yeah, okay, so now we go down and... I mean, it'll take us maybe another minute to get in. Maybe not even that long. That's really bright. I was not expecting that. Okay, there we go. I guess it's just the reflection of the sun off the atmosphere. Okay. It's fair. Or the cloud layer. Oh, it was reflecting off the cloud layer. Okay, that almost also makes sense. This pulse isn't actually doing me any good now. Just go as fast as we possibly can. Chances of the crash ship having something good? Maybe 20%. I don't know, 20% is still a good possibility from my eyes. Interesting. We'll just hover over here for a second. Let everything resolve. Okay, looks like two big engines there. So we'll come over here. How about on this ridge here? We'll go on the ridge. Just on the ridge and then land. Maybe? Landing area not clear. We need to go a little bit forward, then land. There we go. Okay, works for me. It's an interesting little ship. Giant engines. I mean, that looks like a pod racer. It looks like a Gek ship, actually. Alright, let's see what you got. And S-36. We've definitely seen a variant of these models before. We had a variant of this, actually. It was... it had a wing on one side and the engine on the other. 22 slots, so it does have more slots than what our current one does. But that's about it. I mean, it does have another slot, too. And I've already mentioned that. It has a slot, but it does not have the advanced hyperdrive. And we've already looked at a 22-slot ship. We did that like 2 episodes ago, 3 episodes ago, something like that. And I said, no, we're not going to do it until we see 23. We're not going to see 23 here, so let's keep moving. Look at some distress beacon and shut this off so no one else gets roped in. Okay, however, the Sentinel nudges the deceased life form. Okay. The Sentinel is actually protecting the dead body. Obviously, we enter peacefully and search the cockpit. I don't know how you enter peacefully when the floating machine is trying to fire at you. We'll try it. Nope. Sentinel opens fire. But the ship's databank provides adequate compensation. Let's see what the databanks have. It's technology we didn't have before. Deflector shield companion unit. Okay. I took a little bit of damage, but it was mostly the shield. Shield took a large chunk of that, so that's not too bad. Cannon damage Tau, we already knew. Can't open that. Can I open this? Yes. Shielding plate, which I appreciate. One less thing I have to build. Okay. I think we're done with this planet. We could stick around and mine Callium all day. We could do it. It would happen. It's lucrative, I think, to do so. And if there's any Callium in the immediate vicinity, I'm totally going to pop those pods. But it looks like they're not going to be in the immediate vicinity. We can go ahead and grab the Knowledge Stone. Having more knowledge... Oh, there's a Callium pod over there. Having more knowledge of the words is definitely good. There's actually 2 Knowledge Stones over here. And if anything, the knowledge might be even more valuable than the straight Callium. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Callium is, of course, valuable. I think right now what we have is going to be like 50,000 just for what we have. We saw a Callium sphere over here. Where'd it go? There's a lot of these. Oh, there we go. There it is. Thank you. How much Callium do we have right now? We have enough 38,000. Not a whole lot, but yeah, we do a full slot. That's probably 100,000 right there. Assuming we stick around to do it. And really the time investment is really my hesitation. So I'll tell you what, we'll mine out the Iridium here. If there's any Callium in our way, of course we'll mine it out, but... And there's very little. There's like, maybe... There's one sphere over there. And that's it. That's just the one sphere. So yeah, searching these out, not necessarily an easy task. So we'll just mine out the Iridium, because we need this anyway. Obviously we need Iridium. We have no idea where to find it. We've had bad luck the last few episodes trying to find it at all. Maybe, possibly... I mean, maybe it's only in asteroids right now, but that seems silly. Oh, it's scanning me. Hold up. Okay, it's saying, okay, the Iridium's totally fine to mine. Alright, thank you very much for your permission. Didn't need your permission, didn't ask for your permission, but thank you for it anyway. Alright, just gradually pulse all the way down the row here. Yeah, the coolant was definitely a good call, I think. Even though it was only a level 1 coolant, it's definitely improved my quality of life. We get more Iridium, we can get the version 2, and that'll be even better. So with the signal analyzers really close by, do you want to hit another manufacturing facility just before we leave this planet for good? It's possible, I mean, the last landing site we were at, the actual landing site we were at, had a lot of psyllium near it. That was last episode. Not talking about the crashed ship, but like the actual ones. Oh, there's another Callium pod over there. Callium, psyllium, sea juice, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's this stuff here. It's funny it doesn't glow at all. You'd think it would. Okay, so we've scanned this plant, and that's why this glows, right? Is that why that glows? So if I scan this one, it's still not letting me scan it. So that's very strange. Okay, our ship's up that way. No problems. Yeah, I mean, I've realized we should probably go and pop another shielding sheet. Why not, right? We have the iron for it. It's not going to hurt. And it's keeping our life support safe. So, yeah, shielding plate first, because we only have one of those. And then shielding sheet to push it all the way up. Yeah, I know there's an anomaly up there. We're totally going to go to the anomaly. Probably before we go to any other planets to check those out. A little bit of plutonium, because our mining beam's a little low. Could be better. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the bypass ship. That was silly of me. Let's just go to the ship. I hate backtracking, basically, is what it comes down to. A little bit of iron in our life. And we're good to go. And we could just head towards a question mark and see what happens. I guess we need a little bit of plutonium for the thrusters, too. So I'm going to assume that the rain disappears as more of a quality of life thing, because when the rain happens, it's really, really difficult to see very far. So I can totally understand them saying, you know what, the rain's pretty and all, but if we have it going while the ship is in flight, no one's going to be able to see a damn thing. And that's a problem. So, yeah, I can see why they would change that. Oh, I could totally sell some of my stuff. Let's do that. It's coming for a landing here. I picked this landing pad. Why not? Actually, the one I was aiming for? Yes, I did. Alright. Alright, so we should be able to sell most of our stuff here. We have a decent amount of stuff. And we'll talk to the guy once we... You know, let's talk to the guy first. Hey, dude. I don't know very many of your words, but hopefully you'll just want something that we already have. You're... Okay, I'm a traveler of the Atlas. Something about power. Okay, life form looks for help. So he probably needs... Okay, so something about his power level spiraling downwards. But we don't know what he wants, if he wants common or uncommon. Chances are... I mean, if my life support's going down, I would use thamium or plutonium. Usually plutonium in my case. But carbon's not going to work unless he knows the recipe for the power cells. So yeah, we got to give him thamium then. I mean, carbon would work, but thamium would give him more power. Yep, he was happy. And, okay, life support module Tau. If we get a little more platinum, that would help us a lot, actually. Okay, let's sell some stuff here. Like trade network, sell item, please. Yeah, from the exosuit. We're not going to sell the copper or the chrysonite. We're going to sell the gold and the emerald. Electron vapor we need. Basically to make more antimatter. That's it. Now the... Should we sell the platinum? It's debatable. The zinc we're not going to sell. If we have any titanium, we should definitely sell that. Fascination bead we should sell. Callium, we don't know what else they're going to use it for. Oh, and actually we get a little bit of a bonus price. Not the best price we could be selling it at for, but I think that's still okay. And the aluminum. And that's it there. Go to the Starship inventory. We're not selling any iridium. The Viking effigy I don't need, though. Neutrino module don't need. Suspension fluid we should keep. Iron, no. Oh, we have calcium there, too. Yeah, sure, why not? I didn't realize I transferred any over to the Starship. Alright, that should do it. I don't need to buy anything right now. Okay. That's a cool looking ship too, but I'm betting... So let's see at least how many slots it has. I'll talk to you. Hello, random Corvax. I am a traveler, yes. It's better than an interloper, I suppose. So, how many slots? How much would it cost? 24 slots costs me $1.6 million. Okay. Good to know. We're almost there. I could almost make an offer on that. That's pretty cool. Get more calcium, we could probably totally do it. But we're leaving this planet. We're leaving our little moneymaker. We could stay forever. I see more calcium right over in the on the right corner there. Once the letterboxing goes away, you'll see it too. We could do it. We could stay here for a very long time, mine all the iron we want to make sure that our life support system doesn't go down. I mean, we basically made it so that we have enough recipes that any extreme world we could stay on indefinitely. Iron is everywhere. That's pretty cool. That's nice that we've made progress. But instead, we're going to go ahead and go to the space anomaly and then go to the other planets in the star system. Because there's no iridium here, and iridium's really what I want. Iridium will let us jump star systems, make us, let us have more progress, and forward progress is nice. I like that a lot. So as much forward progress as we can make. There we go, space anomaly. I have no idea. I can't really aim, but the space anomaly and the space station are roughly in the same area. Okay, we apparently just went around the planet that way. Right, Amkimab. We didn't actually rename it. I think it's actually too late to. I think it's we uploaded all the discoveries in this star system, but that's okay. We might actually skim that atmosphere a little bit, assuming... Actually, no. The anomaly is actually before the planet. Okay, you know what? We're going to stop because I'm aiming wrong. Just aim it perfectly there. Not too much drift. And then... Oh, of course. As soon as I hit space button... it drifts downward. So, okay, if I know that's going to happen, then let's not go that wild. But let's go ahead and say, like, right there. And then initiate. Yep, there we go. That more or less solved it. Kinda, sorta. So then I wonder if there's a mod for your pulse engine that makes it a little bit more exact. I know there is a mod we have available. We haven't actually built it yet. We might have pieces we don't actually have. That lets you steer a little better. But I think that's steering a little better in the one step down. Not necessarily at this speed. I don't know. Anything's possible. Should we bring pretty close to the anomaly? We'll wait till about 2 seconds out, and then we'll drop 1 notch, and then we'll see what happens. Obviously, we see a big asteroid. We're going to shoot it because it might have iridium, like say that big asteroid right there. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Survey says... iron. Frickin' iron. One of the most common elements in the Frelling galaxy. Okay. Aim up a little bit, remember? Oh, I can adjust my reticle a little bit. I wonder if that's why I was having such problems, because I was taking my hand away from my mouse. So I didn't want to affect it. But what I should be doing is steering in those last couple of seconds. Okay, good to know. That is the wrong side. Cannot enter from that side. Hold up. Turn around here. That might actually be the wrong kind of turn. Let's go this way. Okay, we're just all kinds of turns right here now. There we go. This turn. That's what I wanted. Okay, are they actually going to give me anything? I really haven't progressed much since we last saw them. So unless they're going to ask me for different things, it seems unlikely they're going to hand me anything. But I mean, they're just generally really friendly, so maybe they will. I really doubt I have anything for equivalent exchange here, but I'll try. What do you got? Convergence crave non-compliant, not a shell. Convergence illogical. Traveler data, conclusion irresistible. Galaxy shape, size, distribution error. Explore more. Okay. Yeah, I want a shortcut to the center, please. Black hole, thank you very much. Hopefully relatively nearby. Like 5 jumps would be basically what I call relatively nearby. Polo. Unisys, Unisat, strange sad way to live this life. Fill your pockets with them, we'll find out why they make all these worlds go round. Alright. This time they engage me in topical wealth. How does an economy function with somehow stretch across an entire galaxy? Just how much can those trade terminals pay out? Polo would welcome any insights. Okay, well, we do have some like 1.2 million credits, so we can at least tell you what we've gotten and how we did it. My fear that Polo sees my units proves unfounded. Said they stare briefly at an incomprehensible graph, then guffaw as if at a shared joke. And they hand me some new tech, which we already knew. That's right, because I wondered what an aquasphere was. Okay, well, the homing boat adapter is pretty much useless tech. It's more the black hole information that's really the useful bit, which is why we're here. And that they'll just share with us no matter what. So the Korvax Priest is totally a guaranteed hit, but the Gek is maybe, what's our current rate? Maybe 40% that he'll actually give us something we could use. Alright, any other planets in this star system? There's gotta be, right? Are we done? No, we're not done yet. Okay. Yeah, see, if I don't take my hand away from the mouse and just keep it steady, we aim straight for where I want to go. Alright. Well, Kushkapinko? Something like that. Something weird like that. There's a lot of trade routes going to it. That just could indicate there's just a lot of trade routes going to it. Not necessarily anything big. And it's probably not an extreme world. I mean, it could be extreme. Being an extreme world would mean it would have more resources. Really, all I want is iridium. That's all I'm asking for. That's it. That's all I want. A pile of iridium about as high as I am. Well, no, okay. Double my height would actually probably be better. Because that'll give me enough for my coolant Mark II, for my mining beam, and also my warp drive. So I can skip star systems. That's all I want. I'm a simple person at this point. Eventually I'll have more complex goals, but, you know, let's not get too crazy. I probably need to take out the toxicity. I mean, we'll see what this planet is. But being this far out, I'm going to guess that the white there is going to indicate snow. We do have a thermal shield that we can apply. And we have plenty of iron and shielding sheets, shielding plates, something like that. Either one will totally fit us, and then we'll be able to stay in the extreme temperatures for longer. Alright, Kushkapinko, let's see what you got for me. I actually like the name. I think that actually works for a pretty name for a planet. Where do you live? I live on Kushkapinko. Okay. Yeah, this really looks like snow. And there's going to be flora. Or fauna, for that matter. Alright, what do we got here? Let's wait for the textures to load a little bit better. Not a whole lot. There is copper. And, of course, iridium, because that's bloody well everywhere. It's hard to tell if this is actually snow. It could be snow. Could just be, you know, white rock. Alright, well, that looks like something we can at least land at, so let's do that. It is not a manufacturing facility, though. But that doesn't matter. We'll be able to talk to an alien, boost that up. If we get to land on top of the ship, or on top of the thing, that would be pretty funny. Hold on, it's smoking, though. This might actually be an abandoned facility. Alright, well, that's good, too. Am I actually in the wrong place? I'm in the wrong place, aren't I? Okay. Move over this way a little bit. You're gonna straighten me out eventually, right? Maybe. Landing area not clear. Just a little bit forward. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, this weather is just cold, but no flora and no fauna. So it's a totally frozen wasteland. Alright. That means I do need to apply our new, yeah, this is, okay. That's expected. Is there anything in here that's worth it? There's a health thing over there. A couple of things of plutonium. I know my destiny lies in the beyond. We're letting destiny have a day off for now. Whoa, okay. The heck was that? Why is it scanning the entire thing now? I'm totally lost. Okay, I must hit F or something. I hit F and the whole thing just lit up. Oh, hello, random sentinel. And I just got hit by something. That's not cool. Where's the... Usually there's an interface. There's no interface. So all this is a bunch of... Yeah, this is nothing. There's no interface in here at all. Oh, no, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I knew there was a run around here somewhere. Okay, yeah, just analyze data log. Hopefully some new tech or something. I don't know. I'm not too picky. What do you have for me? Okay, toxin suppressor tau. I thought we already knew this, but apparently not. Toxic rain damage. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Hello, random sentinel. You're not hostile to me, are you? There's no reason why you should be. Oh, that's that thing. That thing's probably everywhere. They're hanging from the ceilings now. Alright, can I just examine it so that I don't get hit by it again? No, huh? Okay. Well, if we're going to be here for a little bit, I can take off the toxin suppression. And then instead, we'll put in the thermal suppression. Not coolant. Thermic layer. There it is. That's what I wanted. Yeah, so build that, please. And then, of course, we'll recharge it with a bunch of shielding sheets. And now we're out of shielding sheets, but we have tons of iron. So no worries. There we go. Shielding sheets, right? Yeah, the one that costs 75. That's right. Okay. And now you see why I haven't upgraded my suit in a while, is that we have 32 slots. And even though I'm mining like crazy, we haven't actually filled them up yet. Yeah, move that over, please. Basically, we want to use as much iron as we have. That's 5, right? That is 6. It'll take 5 to fill it up completely, I think. I thought so, anyway. Let's try charging it again. No, it took 4 that time. Well, because it wasn't all the way down. Alright, we need to pick up more iron. What I also want to do, though, is make some antimatter. And then make a warp cell over on the starship. I thought I was able to do that. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I need the more thamium. Okay, well, okay, that's fine. We can make more antimatter here, though. And then go over to the exosuit and transfer the antimatter over. And then it's all just sitting on the starship, ready to go for when we get thamium. There's also suspension fluid. Can I make... I think I can make the electron vapor an antimatter again? Yeah, there we go. And then stack. And how much suspension fluid do I have? Oh, 1 more. Okay, I can do that. Electron vapor. And then... Nope, wrong one. I keep clicking when I mean to press E. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Iridium. Iridium is the call of the day. Maybe not, but maybe so. I don't know. I mean, what are the chances that giant sphere thing, or giant spire? I mean, it looks a little irregular to be Iridium. It might just be a rock formation. I mean, there's no guarantee that it's actually any kind of mineral that I want. It looks neat, though. The pulse, and it's nothing. It is nothing at all. Okay. Well, so it goes. There's knowledge stones all over the freaking place, though. That's good to know. There might be more hidden resources, like the Callium was totally hidden. The game doesn't like telling you that Callium's actually a thing. That's interesting. What is that? That kind of weird looking rock over there. It might just be iron. I mean, we could use it. But it's kind of weird that it's not showing up as anything special. Corvax word for low. That's a good word to know. Low and high. Those are both good words. Intelligence is less helpful, though. Okay, let's see what this rock is. Maybe it's nothing. Might just be they're glowing off of something else. Yep, it's just iron. Okay. But no iridium arches, huh? Definitely don't see any. Could probably walk for a while and not see any. Let's go in our ship and explore then. A lot of plutonium. Looks like there's definitely an underground cave system. Seems to always be one. Well, not always. Regularly. Every once in a while, you'll find a planet that doesn't actually have one. Plutonium, no big. I mean, this is a barren world. What the hell are the Sentinels doing here? I mean, there's a little bit of flora, right? I mean, we have tiny little flowers for no good reason. Where the heck's that stone at, though? There was a knowledge stone, I swear it. Oh, okay, that way? That's what it looks like. Did we pass it? Thought we were already on this side. Maybe not. There's another one over there. Okay. I'm just going to get totally turned around, apparently. I'm sure that's totally safe. Well, we'll always know where our ship is, theoretically. Grab more plutonium is not necessarily a bad thing. More iron? Sure, why not? I'll take it. Yeah, scan me all you like, buddy. There it is. Okay, so the blue icon is the tech. I keep forgetting that. Could there be iridium underwater? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. There's no harm in checking, I suppose. It seems like underwater would actually be more likely to have arches, but those would probably be natural stone arches, not necessarily iridium arches. So I guess, sure, why not? What the hell? And who knows, it might actually protect us from the cold, or might actually be more cold. On toxic worlds, the water is usually more toxic. On cold worlds, well, it seems like it would be more cold, right? Well, it depends. Not necessarily. If it's snowing and there's water... Water is typically, well, at least on Earth, water is typically like 4 degrees Celsius. Global average, just saying. It doesn't say anything about the cold, so maybe it's more, maybe it's less. Anything in here? Just scan the surface. Well, it looks like all the flora is underwater. Which makes sense. I mean, if the world outside is really that cold, underwater would be at least some kind of insulation. So, way to go, guys. You got it? This is probably like iron, or is this just straight up carbon? That is iron oxide. Oh, that is iron oxide. Okay. The other thing I just shot right through. Otherwise, nothing I can really do here. I suppose we'll go to the other side, and that's probably a iridium spire. And then let's walk the planet a little while. I mean, we're totally fine on extreme worlds now. It is a little slow going through the ocean, but it's pretty. That is not a iridium spire. I mean, it could be, but it seems unlikely. All right, how far? I suppose I didn't see how far till the next shore. So we'll find that out in just a minute. But yeah, extreme worlds no longer pose as much of a threat. As long as we can get iron, we're totally fine. And water should be a natural coolant, but we're probably not. This probably isn't actually water. This is probably, I don't know, something that's liquid at negative 52 degrees. I have no idea what that would be. Also, no breath meter yet, which is nice. Also a little distressing. I know it's ticking down. I just don't know. I can't see it yet. All right, let's just head over this way. What is that? It's a giant stack of something. It's curved. So I would guess it'd be like aluminum or emerald or something. Let's see. That is gold. Okay. I mean, gold's okay too. And yeah, that's iridium there. That is nothing. We don't actually need iridium or gold for that matter. I mean, we can always sell the gold. So no harm in picking some of it up. We have plenty of plutonium to be able to recharge our stuff. Yeah, and then I suppose we just keep walking, and maybe we can call our ship to us after a little while. It's just a little chilly around, you know. Happens. What do we got for pulses? That's another thing of iridium. Oh, actually, like carbon over there in terms of mushroom. Are there no question marks anywhere? Okay, well then where the heck's my ship's way over there? Alright. Well, 4 minutes there. I suppose we might as well walk back. The benefit to going far away and then coming back on another path is that we might find something cool along that alternate path. I mean, there's going to be copper. Big deal. The biggest deal is the knowledge stones. I mean, knowledge stones are really a priority. Well, not a huge priority, but they will help us get a lot more stuff in general. Because they'll give us much better clues in terms of what we actually need to say. The trouble is I did upgrade my scanner's range, so it looks like the knowledge stones aren't that far, but that's actually pretty darn far. But, you know, we'll pick up some platinum on the way there. Sure, why not? Pick up some plutonium. Recharge our stuff. Pick up some zinc. Means we can make more antimatter. All these things are good. Pick up some more health, which we don't actually need right now. And our shield is in no danger whatsoever. This knowledge stone is actually farther than I thought. There we go. Oh, okay. Oncoming storm. Alright, pulse around, make sure we don't see anything. Oh, there's another knowledge stone that way, huh? Oh, I like the desert, well, it's not really a desert, just a sand pit, I guess. So I thought this world was cold. Well, so deserts, there are a bunch of different types of deserts, right? There are cold deserts, there are hot deserts, there are medium deserts. It's basically a place, it's a shortcut for saying nothing grows here. And that's definitely true here. Nothing grows here. There's some small formations, a little bit of life, but really, I mean, it's a pretty hefty desert here. Nothing much grows here. I would almost say that the curled up rocks look like sleeping critters, but it seems unlikely that's true. It might be true, but they don't provide carbon, which you would expect. Okay, burn through their shield in quick order. Go to my exosuit and recharge. I did not actually... Okay, I mean, we have plenty of titanium. Let's do that. That was probably a waste. I need more irons, but I need... Okay. So, not shielding plate. Shielding sheet. Unfortunately, doing this every time is a little cumbersome. But it will make for some good... some good resources. And our aeration membrane, which lets us breathe underwater, is down quite a bit. Okay, so where's the nearest iron deposit? Right there. I'm get a good chunk of iron from this. From all of these, actually. Rocks are everywhere. If I wanted to, I could fill my slots with these. Oh, they're not gonna like that. There's two of them scanning me. You guys are totally fine with me? You're blue. Blue is good. Yep, and they're okay. Just pulse here. Our mining beam is doing pretty good so far. There we go. That's the moneymaker right there. Oh, they're gonna scan me again. Oh, okay, they didn't like that. I was apparently on parole, and they scanned me so they could identify me later. Well, that's okay. We got some titanium for it, so really, not all that bad. Let's take care of some of these stalagmites. And I think that should be enough iron for now. That should be like plenty of iron now, yeah, okay. So now we can make a bunch of shielding shards. Shielding sheets, rather. Which are the strongest ones. Yeah, actually the thermic layer is still going down really fast. But the iron is a cheap resource, so I'm okay with that. If it was still using up titanium, obviously I'd say it wasn't worth it. But in this case, we're totally fine. We've actually got like 2 stacks of iron, so... Okay, storm's clearing. Yeah, the storm eating through the thermic shield actually makes a lot of sense. The cold's going to be more intense. Definitely makes a lot of sense. Are we actually going to be able to run out of iron, or are we just going to have not quite enough iron for the next shielding sheet? That's exactly what happened. Okay, close enough though. Aerosol membrane uses the same shielding sheet, so we'll just do that. And then head back to the ship. Nothing too weird here. I mean, that's an interesting rock formation. I really like it. Does not match up with any known, or at least no minerals that I know of. Is that a question mark inside the water? We did just recharge our aeration membrane. We could probably make it there. How long will that take us? 1 minute 43. We mine some more iron. I think we could totally do it. And that'll be the first goal we've actually reached underwater without having to worry about our breath. That'd be a nice milestone, I think. Alright, there it is down there. So we go to this island and then possibly swim from the island. Obviously, we're not going to be able to call our ship into the water. Actually, I've never tried... Yeah, I've never tried that before. Oh, that's why we had the rock formation there. Because there was actually, like, gold on top of a iridium spire. Interesting. Yeah, I've never tried to land inside the water. I'm guessing it wouldn't work, but I've never actually done it. So I don't know. It'd be funny if there's a recall device and we can actually go inside the water that way. I've been parking on land the whole time just because I assumed it wouldn't be possible, but I guess I don't know that for sure. Alright, so these things are iron, I believe. Yep. So we just pulse through this. And that means we can theoretically stay down here indefinitely because there's iron deposits all over the freaking place. Where's the question mark at, though? There's a ship. I thought the question mark was like... I've lost it. Is it down? Is it like past this iron deposit? Did I miss it somehow? Okay, we're still headed towards the ship. The ship's far, far away. Oh, there's a question mark down there. Okay, so it's really far down. Alright, no problem. That's why we have the iron oxides here. No worries. Just gather what we can. Just make sure we don't run out of shielding sheets. And this is a ruin. A monolith, actually. Okay. Let's make sure. Oh, that was actually a little bit of carbon, too. Oh, we probably grabbed kelp in the melee there. Alright, well, this will at least teach us something. I don't know if it'll teach us an Atlas word or a Korvax word, though. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Korvac. Maybe? Yeah, seek help with language, that's going to be Korvax. So what do you got for me? Korvax convergence increases, which is good. And we learned 1 word. And the Korvax increased. Okay, good. Because we lost a little bit of standing before, but now I think we've gotten it all back. Alright, well, we'll just slowly drift our way through. I'm pretty sure... I was going to say that question mark's inside the water as well, but I don't actually know that. It might not be. It's funny that the gun bounces around like we're walking. I mean, it doesn't show us swimming at all. We don't have no idea what our hands look like. We just know that they can carry a gun-like object. Okay, the next question mark is not going to be underwater. Okay. So has our thermic shield gone down at all? I can't tell. If I recharge it now, and then like sit here, obviously the aeration is going to go away, And we're actually drifting slowly upwards. I did not expect. Do you think we'll actually reach like an equilibrium? I doubt we're actually going to hit like... I doubt we're going to be able to breathe again. But I never just stood still in water before. Not in this game. We're slowly drifting up. We're apparently buoyant in whatever liquid this is. I keep calling it water because it's clear, but it could be anything. At negative who knows what. Let's see if we actually reach the surface. That'd be an interesting surprise. We're going to stay at the surface or are we going to keep bouncing? Okay, we keep bouncing. Alright. That's expected because that's what happens when I actually aim up, is I just keep bouncing. That did not use any of the thermic layers, so the water is actually a safe place to go if you're... If the hazard protection goes away. Okay. I don't think it would recharge the hazard protection. It might. Usually if it goes away, it recharges the hazard protection, but... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. So we must not have hit the question mark nearest the ship. I usually try to, but sometimes I forget. Yeah, I guess we just landed and then that was it. Okay. Well, oh, right into the water, huh? Well, the water will break my fall. Okay, is there anything else we wanted here? I mean, if we found a manufacturing facility, I would not be sad. But I don't see a message analyzer anywhere. Some crash tech. But I don't see the telltale laser into space. So, apparently not. I mean, there could be one in the near the abandoned facility, but I don't remember seeing one. Though, just because I don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen. What do we got? Nope, I don't see it at all. No, no sign of it. Okay. Yeah, we landed right next to the beacon and I didn't hit it. That's pretty funny. Okay, lots of iron, lots of iridium. No flora, or very little flora. Absolutely no fauna. We haven't seen any. And that matches up with what the initial scan said. So that makes sense. So we could fly around looking for a manufacturing facility or a signal analyzer. But, meh, really? We can go ahead and hit one of the question marks, just see what it is. Don't hit anything else, though. That is a store. I mean, stores are cool and all. Oh, there is a message analyzer, like, right there. Don't crash, don't crash. Crashing would be bad. Sure, what the heck, we'll land right next to it. So, I mean, we can. We should probably recharge our launch thruster. And I'm guessing we're still here because land sequence is actually in a bad place. And that's also in a bad place. Boy, you're like being very picky right now. Landing sequence? Come on. No? Also not good. Well, there's a giant clear spot right over here. How about this? There we go. Sometimes you also just have to be traveling at speed. There we go. That did it. Okay, bypass ship is what we need. Not in the starship. In the exosuit, obviously. Bypass ship. There we go. We're carrying a lot of stuff. It would probably behoove us to get to a salesman pretty soon. But manufacturing facility first. Signal scanner. Signal analyzer, signal scanner. One of those. Oh, you know what? The signal analyzer is the bigger one, huh? That's probably true. Alright, 10 minutes away by walking. No, I don't think we're going to walk. I think we're going to fly there. We have a giant spaceship. Why would we walk? Because sometimes it's fun. That's why. You have a car. Why would you walk? Well, because sometimes you need the exercise. Not necessarily true in this game, but I could see it maybe being true. Alright, so manufacturing facility is not that one. It's a giant blue symbol right there. Okay. Alright, the abandoned building we've already been to. No, not land. I hit E because I tried to rotate myself there. Forgot that D does rotating. That's okay. You can... There's actually something here. There is something like right here. Oh, that's right. This is a store one we saw before. I'm going to just sell the location. So, it might even be worth the... Still a little plutonium. Oh, that's the signal analyzer over there in a minute. I'm 28 away. We could go there. That would give us a sail location. I mean, we just have a sail location here. But I walked away from it and flying away from it now. Why? Because I don't know why, actually. We could totally have sold stuff there, I suppose. What do we have? Not much here we want to sell. We want to keep the iron, the copper, the iridium. Is there a reason why we're keeping the copper? Oh, because, yeah, we need it for the warp reactor Sigma. Okay, good reason. Really, we just need, like, 70 or 80, probably more like 100 iridium. For some reason, I slowed way down there. Only now just picking up speed. I guess, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I was too low, maybe? Maybe. Try going towards the landing beacon there. I don't think we took any damage there. That was just weird. Oh, there's something. There's a blue sphere over there. Do you see that? Not blue, but a giant sphere. Is that just a trick of the light, or is it actually something I need to be aware of? By trick of the light, I of course mean different texture. Yeah, what is that? Can I scan it first? Scanning it first, probably not a bad idea. Don't see anything weird about it. It's just an iron sphere. Okay. I don't remember seeing those on this planet before, but... Okay, yeah, just an iron sphere. Alright then. So get inside the manufacturing facility before we run out of thermic protection. Switch over to the boltcaster, please. Boltcaster's 888 shots. Good enough for me. Reload. Thank you. There we go. Oh, maybe the homing boats are a good idea. Okay, there we go. Oh, right. We also need to get some more stuff for our grenades. I mean, 2 there, but we used to be able to blast through in 1 grenade. I missed that. Okay. So what we got? Enthusiastic Guild Blob is on screen wearing a mouse color light. Energized jetpacks around an alien alphabet. Blob makes a demand. Common element trade vaults are open. Common silicate. Well, there we go. It wants a common silicate. Oh, it probably we give it a silicate. It'll give us something in Korvax language. If you give it a common oxide, it'll give you something else. And then you give it a common isotope, it'll give you something by Keen. Okay, well, we're in the Korvax area. So I'm going to say we give it the silicate and we give it the Korvax. Language of the Korvax. Okay. Korvax word for past. And we got power gel, which is pretty pants. Because it's worse than the, yeah, form of power gel already known. Yeah, that's also why it's pants. Okay. Well, not ideal, that's for sure. Refresh our health, or our shield rather, which I don't think we actually needed. This new tech? Nope, Boltcaster already knew. Alright. Let's save our location if we haven't done that already. And then we'll leave. And then, where do we go from here? I guess I really want iridium. We don't have any of these planets. Have we explored all the planets in this star system? I think so. I mean, the last star system didn't have any iridium either. So just since we've gone through the black hole? I think so, actually. I think it is actually since we've gone through the black hole. At least this time. Okay, so no iridium on this world. Let's leave then. I think we've been to both of those planets. I think there's one more planet, though. Follow the trade route. Okay, the trade route would go back to this planet. That's plain to see. And that trade route... Okay, so there's just a bunch of... Oh, wait, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, we haven't been there. Have we been over here? Yeah, that's the little moneymaker. Okay. Alright, well, one more place to explore in this system, and I think that's it. So cross your fingers. Also, don't crash into... Okay, good. I was worried there for a second it was going to make me crash into the ship, and that would have been awful. Thankfully, when you're in pulse drive mode, you don't necessarily crash into anything. Okay, we need to provide some stuff for our launch thruster. Provide some stuff for our pulse engine. Also, we need some thamium to recharge some of this antimatter so we can feed into the warp cells. So it's a 1% charge. That means probably 10 jumps. If that goes iridium, that means something like 40 star systems that we can jump over, which is nuts. If it's not, then those 10 jumps only represent 10 star systems. So that's why it's the force multiplier. I really want to be able to use my force multiplier. Please, please, please. Gotta give me something. I suppose it's possible that the planetary traders will take money in exchange for iridium. The space station doesn't apparently sell iridium, but the planetary traders might. That is something to consider as a possibility. We'll stop just before we hit, and we'll tell you about a minute, and then we'll see if there's any big asteroids around us. Big asteroids have a chance to have iridium. We don't need that much. We only need about 100 or so. So about a minute, and we'll drop. Any big asteroids in the area? Not really. I mean, there's one right there. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? It's too far away. It's hard to judge distance then, being that far away. Anything, please? There we go. Iron. Frickin' iron. Why is it always iron? Okay, we'll go over this thing, and we've almost lost our way here. But no, it's that planet right there. And then we'll boost in. It's hard to tell if there's going to be any other... Okay, there we go. I was worried that the proximity to the ship wasn't going to let me pulse, but it totally did. Oh, and here we are at the end of the episode again. So, right. You guys aren't going to see me zoom in, but that's okay. Next time you see me, I will be on Edhalringsa, I guess is the way you pronounce that. Thank you guys for watching. This has been No Man's Sky. I'm PC Universe. You're PC Universe too. And I'll see you guys next time.